wants to run for president, the first thing I told him is, if you are interested in restructuring Nigeria, let me understand that you know what we're talking about. Nigeria will never settle unless we reorganize the way the system works. It's too centralized. It's a military system we're running. We have to run a truly democratic system whereby each region, just like in the US, each state has control over so many things. Mm-hmm. You don't overload the center. President is just too powerful. Everything is from Abuja. So once you agree to do that, that's the reason I supported Atiku. Now, Atiku has, he ran in 2023. He lost in 2023. If he wants to run again in 2027, he should come and say so within the party. I suspect that his feeling is that he cannot get the ticket in 2027. There's a lot of opposition to him now in the party. People are saying enough is enough. Yes. That's what they're saying. Therefore, he going to form a merger is looking for another platform. I cannot be part of that. I said to him, stay in the party. Don't be running from here. You ran from PDP, you ran to APCN, you ran from ACN, you came back to PDP. You want to run away from PDP again?
So to him, he's not working for Tinubu. He can never work for such an horrible person. But at the same time, let's see what he just hinted there. Atiku doesn't control PDP, as much as we all know. His own state governor, his name is Sepintiri, right? He is with, God damn it, he's actually with Tinubu, but like indirectly, just like that guy from Plateau States, Muftang, he's also PDP, but he's with Tinubu. There are a few of them like that. You know what I mean? So Atiku doesn't really control PDP. With the weakest influence in PDP is so strong that Atiku just seems non-existent, right? So the talk for coalition and coalition, like that man said, is to pave way for a possible Atiku for president 2027. And I think I've said something close to that, very, very similar to what that man said, but my own was like a too direct. Okay, so I said, the plan when they are talking about coalition, this coalition, that, okay, so the plan was to see if they can corner you, the obedient, and get to, corner Obi, and at the same time corner you, the obedient, on their side. Once Obi is part of their coalition, this and that, and they announce it, and then they did the abracadabra like they did to Wirewike, who spent over 400 to 500 billion River State money on bribing this, bribing that, just because he wants to be president, right? And then on the day of the convention, I've been at convention here. Those who are supposed to be his friend stepped down for Atiku and gave Atiku their delegates. So similar thing may play out, but similar thing will play out. So it would then be too late for Obi to now say, oh, because I have been defeated there, or they rigged it, or they bribed people, I'm going to take my obedience somewhere else. No, it's done already, kind of. And that's what this man is saying. If Atiku wants to be running for president again in 2027, he should first say it to everybody in there. They're talking about restructuring. Like a lot of people uses that very soon now, like Bukwari did in 2019. In 2014 to 2015, when Kayode Fayewon drafted Bukwari's manifesto in 2015, December 2015, right? So he categorically, clearly listed restructuring of Nigeria as part of Bukwari's manifesto, clearly in 2015. Bukwari denied it for 3 straight years. until 2018. When people started now, because they said that was what Tinubu told the Yorubas, that APC was going to restructure Nigeria if they supported the Bokwari. The Yorubas supported Bokwari. So Bokwari now started backtracking when it comes to the talk of restructuring. So since Bokwari started backtracking and their APC, Ebekebe was in tatters then, in case if you have forgotten, they had to, then Tinubu had to run away from Nigeria. He was so humiliated that on one occasion, he went to their national, national neck meeting or something of APC. And they told him, they bounced him at the door. They said there was no position in their APC constitution that recognizes national leader. There's nothing called national leader in their constitution. So they bounced it. That was the first time of Bokwari. They humiliated him so much that he had to go to France, his current home. So in 2018, they brought him back to become the reconciliator, to begin to reconcile everybody who is mad at one another inside APC. So then he gave them the idea. He said, the only way we can try to get to people again is to now say that now you understand what is restructuring. Guess who they set up to go committee to go and look into how they are going to restructure Nigeria once Bokwari comes back in 2019. El Rufaya, Kaduna Littlefinger, is the chairman of APC. Bekebe's committee on restructuring. Google it. Now, go on. In 2019. So they used that, and immediately after they've managed to rig it successfully, everything was fine and all that, they dropped it. So Shitty Man was now saying, what is restructuring? To hell with restructuring and all of that stuff. So Atiku promised restructuring, just like Tinubu promised it too. But he didn't, Tinubu didn't promise restructuring, but Tinubu and Co have always been the champion for restructuring, Abi. Now you will think, now there's somebody who is the pro-Nadeco, pro-democracy, yeah, is in charge of Nigeria. Restructuring of Nigeria, resource control, state police, self-defense, name it. Those things were supposed to be like dropping every time. Now, like you should just like be dropping and say, they want to restructure Nigeria. Even though Tinubu has announced that he wants to conduct a census. They want to conduct a census in Nigeria, and the North is considering that as an attempt to further demystify them. Oh, I didn't even tell you that, did I? Yeah. Initially, right, the guys who were supposed to conduct the census, counting the people, said they would need about 930-something billion naira. And Tinubu, yeah, acting like it's frugal, right? Yeah, he said, no, they will use the NYSC guys. So he's going to count everybody. A census where they're going to use technology. And it simply means that as they are going to do your fingerprints, they are going to do your face, capture. They are also going to do your breath capture so that if you use somebody else's breath. I have been reading a lot from the platforms of the Ronukus, fantasizing things. And that too, by the way, is also a red flag to these Arewa mofos who suddenly feels like fish out of water just less than 2 years after Bokwari's murderous reign. You know what I mean? Like the jihadist himself, right? So they are saying that, Tinubu is trying to demystify them. He's going to, expose their supposed largest number. And by so doing, right, to become, a thing of the past for people to believe that the northern Nigeria kind of like have this massive population. They haven't done it all, but there are already speculation and conspiracy theories everywhere. Like everything that will make them hate Tinubu is always kind of like getting momentum in that place, so to say, right? Anyway, I'm talking about restructuring Nigeria or not. The other day, the Sultan of Sokoto said, social media, he actually called the social media a terrorist organization. Doesn't make sense, though. But they said it's because that's the way it feels, especially seeing the fake news on the timeline, fake news about the killings in northern part of Nigeria, in middle belt part of Nigeria. I'm talking about the Plateau State, Niger State, Benue State, right? So the old guy, yeah, with that his bandage on his head. Yeah, I called it bed sheet. You know, one Gen Z called it a bandage. He said, "Oh, Ben, you don't go with bandage. You, she's sorry. They're supposed to break bottle on top of you." I said, that's why they said social media is a terrorist organization. One of you might decide to develop Bogoluri, Sultan of Sokoto. Anyway, a lot of people reacted. You these old school people, you these guys who just want to gag everybody, just want to control everybody, go punish you, this and that. So Very Dark Man made a video too. Then another guy who presented himself, right, as what do you call it? Who presented himself as the Arewa youth leader or something, right? Gave him an ultimatum, 48 hours to apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto. Anyway, a restructured Nigeria, number one, would not, will see to the safety of majority of the indigenous people who have come under heavy violent attacks from different kinds of terrorists put together from northern part of Nigeria, including from the Sahel, the Fulani terrorists. They are not indigenous to Nigeria. How can anybody be saying that people should part with their lands for peace to reign? Just to, like, who does that? So, for those of us who are asking for the breakup of that contraption, we are saying so because at least we will stop giving excuses why we can't defend ourselves. Right now, people will tell you why people can't defend themselves. I will tell you why they can't defend themselves. You know, the structural systemic sort of like a flaw that allows terrorists to walk about with AK-47. And then the indigenous people, the farmers, the locals, women, children, right, are not allowed to own a catapult. Now, that is systemic. You see, doesn't mean that people don't have guns, right? But the moment you are discovered, you will be tagged a criminal. That terrorist is, I don't know, like, he's got the right to own guns, but you don't. Because he is qualified for repentance, rehabilitation. You don't. When you defend yourself, you go to jail, you go to rehabilitation camp when you kill people. So this is a faulty system that a restructured Nigeria will likely put an end to. A breakup of Nigeria will end it 100%. You cross border, you die. Like, for real, the way it should be. But they have porous border in northern part of Nigeria today, which has seen to the excessive influx of different kinds of terrorists. Imagine terrorists who don't even speak your language, feeling free enough that they ransack the whole community. The whole community. So when that guy said, what is his name again? Very Dark Man should apologize to their Sultan. That Sultan was angry because the news, for example, right, says, 51 people killed in Bassa local government, 57 people killed in Bokos, right? These are human beings killed. So the Sultan of Sokoto was like, oh yeah, people were killed, we know, but it wasn't that much, not that many people. So because of that, social media is a terrorist organization. As security agents in Nigeria must do something about them. That means they should start clamping down on dissent, right? So when that guy won the Very Dark Man, people responded though. That's right. Here is another one. Okay, Pat Angon. Somebody responded to say he's not speaking for them. He would never speak for them. Alonje Satan of Sokoto. This is another one.
I'm sending this message to Nigerian youth president, Very Dark Man, concerning one of his videos. I come across this particular video yesterday on social media while one small boy is claiming to be our leader. So Very Dark Man, basically this boy is not our leader. Wallahi tallahi, this boy is not our leader because it's an insult to whole Arewa youth to say that this stupid boy is our leader. He's not our leader. We don't know him. Even though because of you were even posted him yesterday on your Facebook page, nobody know him. Nobody has ever seen him before. We don't know him. So me, what the other thing is that this boy, he just used you to train. He want people to know him. That is the reason why he used you to train, and he has achieved his aim. We don't know him. We don't know him. He's not our leader. He didn't speak in behalf of Arewa youth. We don't know him. But very dark man, I want you to know, you have made one statement inside your video, say that most of Arewa youth or Arewa people are ignorant, which you are right. Yes, you are right. And I know you are a person that used to speak the truth, even against the president of Nigeria, even against his first son, Sheikh Tinubu. So that is the reason why we love you, because we are always behind the truth. As Muslims are also Christians, because Quran said, say the truth, wallahu ala anfusikum, even if that particular truth is against yourself. I will walidain, even if it's against your father and your mother, wal akrabin. Quran says no matter you are close to person. If you are to say the truth, even if that particular truth is against him. And the same thing as a Christian, if you read the book of John chapter 8 verse 32, the Bible said, seek the truth and the truth shall set you free. If you had the truth, even if it is from Satan, just take the truth and leave the Satan alone. So we are behind the truth. Used to speak the truth against all these stupid politicians. Yes, because I have even watched your video where you speak against the Inspector General of Police, and all what you are saying is true. So we Northern, we are together with you because you have been speaking the truth concerning our insecurity, concerning the killing that is happening for North. You have been calling the attention of federal government and these stupid politicians. So we love you and we are together with you. That boy, that stupid boy, did not speak in behalf of us. We don't know him. If not because of you, that speak about that particular boy, wallahi, we have never seen him before. We don't know him. So he just used it to train. It's not our leader. It's an insult as Northern youth to say that stupid boy is our leader. And lastly, I'm not even happy as you apologize in that particular your video. You don't need to apologize for anything, because I have watched your video from beginning to end. There is nowhere in your video that you have said any nonsensical word against the Sultan of Sokoto. And we know you, the way you used to speak the truth against the politician. And Sultan of Sokoto is also a politician. So whosoever that do wrong, very damn, come and say it. We are behind you. We are behind the truth. As our Nigerian youth president. Yes, so even not here, we are together with you. I'm happy the way I watch how some Northern youth are abusing that stupid boy for even him to attack you. Who is him? To come attack a very... I'm sending this message.
Since when I born you never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number 1, Ogu Okiyapa. Turubu number 2, Ogu Okiyama. Turubu number 3, Ogu Okiya your children. Turubu number 4, Ogu go bury all your family. Turubu is a god to you. A god to you. Turubu is a god to you. And Wausa. Since when I born you never seen this.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
Forget it. The Sultan of Sokoto is a politician, is a political creation. Also, historically, he is also the great-great-great-grandson of the first terrorist to ever, to ever walk the land that is today called Nigeria. True life story. Don't feel bad as a Fulani, it's your story, right? It's just that, unfortunately, people like us who are down south are not supposed to really have anything to do with you. Again, it is just, is it called genetic or DNA? They said it is in your DNA or genetically yours to be wondering about